Macmillan Audio presents The Stolen Marriage by Diane Chamberlain. Read for you by Susan Bennett. June 1944. Prologue. Hickory, North Carolina. It's a terrible feeling, being despised. From the moment I set foot in Hickory, I felt the suspicion, distrust, and outright hostility of most of the people I met. Even my new sister-in-law regarded me with disdain. When Henry told me Lucy was just a few years younger than me, I thought, how wonderful, we can be friends. But we were not anywhere close to being friends. I was making my bed one bright June morning when I heard footsteps in the hall outside the room I shared with Henry. Lucy pushed open the door, walking into the room without knocking, and I tightened the sash of my robe. Neither Henry nor I was happy about living with his mother and sister. In a month or so, we would move into our own home. I hoped that would make things better. Our marriage, my relationship with my mother-in-law Ruth, my heavy heart. I hadn't been happy in so long. I doubted a new house was going to fix what was wrong with me. Lucy flopped down on Henry's bed in her coral linen blouse and tan capris. She held a long white envelope, thick with its contents, in her hand. "Can you drive me to Adora's house in the Buick?" she asked, holding the envelope in the air. "I want to drop off the money for the headstone." "I thought your mother was going to take the money to her," I said, as I tucked the chenille bedspread beneath my pillow. Adora was Ruth's former maid, and her little grandson was one of the first victims of the polio epidemic sweeping through Catawba County. "She asked me to do it." Lucy patted her hair, as if making sure every strand was in place. She was a pretty girl, her dark blonde hair perfectly coiffed in a wavy bob. Her blue eyes lit up when she smiled, although I rarely saw that smile directed at me. "Mama doesn't like going to Colored Town," she continued. "But the cab drivers don't like going there either. And we have that car sitting right here in the garage. Please." I was surprised by the request. Lucy never made a secret of her disdain for me. Plus, gas was rationed. We didn't drive anywhere unless it was absolutely necessary, and we certainly never drove the Buick. It hadn't been out of the garage in the 5 months I'd lived in Hickory. Henry had told me right from the start that I wouldn't be driving as long as the war was going on. I knew how to drive, but the Buick needed new tires, and with rubber being rationed, it would be a while, if ever, before Henry would be able to get them. "I'm sorry, Lucy," I said, straightening up from making the bed. "You know Henry said I can't use the car." "That's ridiculous." She studied her nails. They were painted coral and perfectly matched her short-sleeved blouse. "The car's sitting right there," she argued. "It still has gas in it. So its tires are old. It's not like Adora lives on the moon. We'll make it to her house and back with no problem." Henry said, "You're so afraid to do anything on your own," she interrupted me, those blue eyes darkening. "And why do you still insist on calling him Henry? He's Hank. Henry sounds ridiculous." "He introduced himself to me as Henry, so he'll always be. He was putting on airs." "Come on," she pleaded. "Please take me. Please." I sat down on the dressing table.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?